Hey folks, Mad Rabbit back with some World of Warcraft footage. Just doing some stuff again, and it went back to that the one in Silithus, the raid in Silithus, attempting to solo the one boss I actually didn't show last time, which is sort of an optional one called Viscidus or something like that. And he's one of the ones that drops a pet. I did reattempt. See there, you see him there. I did reattempt the Twin Emperors again, and to no avail. Trying to target the correct target this time, and it just didn't quite. I couldn't burn him down past the heals that he was getting. It wasn't happening, and it was just I just couldn't do it. Couldn't damage him, and then after a while, she just would take too much damage. I think maybe in the future when my Death Knight maybe gets better gear, I'll reattempt it, but for now I'm done trying to even try to fight them. But this guy here, you can't beat him unless you do some sort of like an elemental damage to him. So originally she had on, I think it was the two enchants on her weapons were, I'm trying to remember the name of, like Wind Shock or Wind something, Wind Shear, I forgot what they called it. So I took one of them off and I read up on this. I turned the other one to the elemental enchant they have now, and that actually seemed to work because when he gets to a certain point, as you see here, you got to do some damage when he freezes, and the only way to get him to that point is to actually do elemental damage. You can sit there and burn him down, but he'll just sit there at one hit point for forever. You'll never be able to beat the guy. So yeah, it does take a little bit of tweaking with your character as far as getting the right enchant on your weapon. So that is how you beat him, basically with the enchant. I'll show it here at the end of the fight what the enchant was. I can't read it here on my preview screen, unfortunately. It's a pretty easy fight other than that, because really it's just tank and spanker. But when he blows apart into the smaller ones, you can try and kill some of the other ones, but the little ones that pop out. But I don't know really. I only ended up killing like one, and when he did that, and it really didn't seem to affect much. So the second time around, he died pretty easy. So it really wasn't that bad. But I didn't get the pet, unfortunately. But now that I know how to do it, and I have this enchant, I'm probably gonna maybe try farm this with some of my other people, putting that enchant. See, there's the enchants there. Read them. That's, you know, one's wind, whatever the heck it is, whatever. So yeah, I apologize. This footage here, I told you I was going to be doing some multiboxing on my second account, which I just got recently because of the Christmas sale. I figured, well, I got some Christmas money, I'll buy it. I actually haven't paid for any time yet, but I probably will just to get the flying mount at some later point. Because I don't think I get the flying mount until a little bit later. And I can summon this guy, which is cool too. So is this like my second hunter? I decided to level hunter first. I want to do Death Knight, but they don't let you do that yet. You gotta get a 55 on your account first, and basically just doing this is like a lot of macro work, and using a hotkey program, thing called auto hotkey with a certain script. I will, if I remember, I will put the link in the description, and maybe link the video here of what I was looking at someone else's video that did this specifically. Now remember, you can do this. This is legal within the terms of use and all that stuff. For according to Blizzard, multiboxing has not yet been banned or anything like that. It's just it's a lot more complicated than it looks. You do have to learn how to use like the keybinds and set up the auto hotkey and stuff like that. So yeah, when you get to certain points, I basically just have two windows open on my computer. I have the graphics stripped down to pretty much nothing. As you see here, I'm pretty sure the footage is probably not high res like some of the other stuff is, but I don't know how much footage I'll do over the with this kind of stuff. But yeah, you got to be careful. Like, I'm just keep running them through these dungeons, and as you see here, he pathed off the edge because I moved a little bit too far to the side. So you have to protect them, and I'm basically just using my level 90 to to level up my lowbie one, and I figure once I get this hunter up to 90 with this one, he'll be able to level up some of my alts that are on the main account that are a little low level. I still have that druid and the monk that I want to just basically get to max level and not really do much work with them. I really just don't want to. I don't want to quest anymore. I'm tired of it. But what I'm learning is it's a lot more difficult than I thought. You know what? Your experience bonuses are really not that good in the dungeons when you have a level 90 kind of pushing you through. So sometimes questing actually isn't a bad idea. You just have to, when you have some of the ones that have where you loot the corpse, you just have to switch your windows. And so when I do it, I play it windowed. It is one of the options in your system setup thing. So yeah, sometimes you just got to be careful. See how he's stuck on some barrels there? That kind of thing becomes annoying. You have to re-hit the follow key, the follow macro every so often when after that, or if he moves a little bit. I'm not even looting corpses in here. I'm just basically going through killing things. Every once in a while I'll stop and let him loot a little bit. But this low level stuff, you're not really getting much as far as money goes anyway. But I think as we progress higher, I'll probably have to slow that pace down because we'll probably be looting stuff when we get to some of the higher level dungeons. But I got so much. I plan on doing a paladin also and a death knight and this hunter. I know it works. This multi-boxing stuff works a little bit better when you're doing ranged, like casters. But yeah, I don't really. To me, I didn't really see. This guy here, he'll be okay with her when we get to 90, and I'll be able to attempt some of these raids that I've been failing at, particularly the Razor Gore one. I don't know how many months I'll stay subscribed like this with 2 accounts, but we'll see. I'll come back with some more footage with this stuff maybe at a later time if people do have an interest in this, and I'll see you next time. Adios, folks.